Welcome everyone to the Young Professional African Collective, also known as YPAC, and I'm your host, Eberichi Obuaku. Here at YPAC, I talk to people doing work on the African continent or work pertaining to the African continent. And today I have a very special guest with me. We're going to be talking about music, the arts, and just so much more. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. And yeah, let's get into the video. So without further ado, let's welcome our guest today, Davoo.
Hello.
Hello. Should I say your full name? Or is it just Davoo?
Nah, Davoo, just Davoo.
Just
I like to separate the two.
Okay, the artist from the person.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's jump into an icebreaker.
Okay.
Let's go with I'm going to have two questions for you.
Okay.
One, what is your favorite Afrobeat song or African song that brings some nostalgia to you?
Ooh. So currently, right now, I'm listening to "You Can Never Go Wrong with Two-Face, Baba."
Okay. Ooh, Two-Face.
If love is a crime, you can never go wrong with that.
This man, Two-Face. But yeah, I mean that is a nice song.
So yeah, you can never go wrong with that. That's for me. That's the pinnacle of the beginning of me listening to Afro beats.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get into that a little bit more, and then you're an artist yourself.
Yes.
What is a song? It can be a current or it can be an older one that you really love.
Oh, this one never gets old. Obimo.
Okay, that's a good one. That was on your latest. That's your previous. Album.
From my previous single.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the album, but it's previous. Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. All his information is gonna be in the bio, so you'll get a chance to go to his profile, go to his pages, and you'll see all the amazing music that he, does.
Thank you.
So you talked about Two-Face. If Love is a Crime. That was 2000.
That's between 2000 and what? 2004, 2005.
Yeah, early 2000. So is that when you really started to get into Afro, just African music in general, or has Afro?
He's the artist that got me into the African music, because mostly we listen to R&Bs and hip hop back then, but me, I'm much of a lover boy.
Okay.
It's the love music. So, but when I heard Baba, his first album, I was like, all right.
Okay.
But his second album, oof.
Yeah.
That's when I said, all right.
It's interesting. I remember first starting. So, did you have a CD of that, or
yes.
how'd you?
Okay. CD. Oh yes.
I remember some of the early CDs that me and my sisters had growing up. It would either be maybe our parents are coming back from Nigeria, and our cousins would give our parents CDs. So I remember T Maya's, was it Plantain Boy or whatever that first.
Plantation Boys.
Yeah. I think that was the first CD that I saw that I'm like, oh, okay,
I can't tell you how many times I bought that CD. Plantation Boy, only because of how many songs on there.
Okay.
At least 4 to 5 songs I bought so much because the CD keeps scratching.
Okay.
Your favorite song keeps scratching, you have to keep buying.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which, for those who don't know,
those were the days.
The younger crowd, the actual CDs, they're these
compact discs.
Yeah, compact discs, and maybe have seen them, but it's so interesting because you would just put it in a CD player or some kind of record player, and it would go, and you'd play the songs, and if there's any one scratch,
just one,
it will skip over maybe an entire part of a song or
get
entire
stuck
song,
in a certain
or
lyrics.
Get stuck. It's remix, because it's
that's where DJs are.
Okay, it has DJ right there, and then if you scratch it enough, I guess you have to get a whole new album.
Yeah, scratch it, break it. Oh,
yeah,
those were the days.
Do you prefer, I don't know, the sound or quality or just whatever of CDs versus digital?
As we evolve, digital.
Okay.
Because it saves you a lot of money. You can always go. It's almost in every streaming platform. So it's more digital. But back then, of course, you hold that as a valuable to you, as a memory. So yeah, I'm gonna still stick with digital.
Digital. Okay, fair. Yeah. And then when you started your own musical journey,
yes,
Was that around the time that you started to listen to Two-Face more? Like, what was it that sparked your, like, I don't know, really pursuit of music?
Good question. So basically, I've always known as someone who sings and dance back then. So music wasn't much of a thought. But when I actually started taking music seriously was in the year 2000 what? 2011, 2012.
Okay.
I actually started taking music seriously. But of course, I didn't know much about how certain music have been recorded or how to pitch your voice, make sure it sounds better. So I consider myself schooling myself during the years.
Okay.
So as every year I got better and better. So let's say 2012, I took music very seriously.
Okay, and I've known you for a while.
Yes.
I've seen you perform at concerts,
Yes.
culture shows,
Yes. Random places.
Random places. I'm like, that came out. Okay, there he is.
We have to be there.
So, how has, I guess, that aspect been? Like, not only just creating the music, but performing it?
That helps a lot because as you do the music thing, perform in front of the crowds and see how they react, it gives you a certain boost of energy, or better word, best use of confidence on stage to say okay. But at the same time, it gives you a lesson on how to control your breathing, your vocals as you moving, because I normally move my body while dancing and stuff like that. So yeah, it gives you a boost of confidence to learn and make sure where you at. It gives you, like, let's just say, a random test. Every performance is like a random test.
Okay.
Where you can improve on, or where you see where you at.
I see. So take me back to your growing up, your childhood a bit. Has that confidence always been there, or is that something that you had to develop and maybe music helped with that? Or what was that like?
I think it's always been there.
Okay.
Honestly speaking. I think it's always been there. Of course, I know a lot of people keep saying that it starts from church.
Okay.
Actually starts from church.
Yeah.
Because my granddad was a preacher.
Okay.
He was a bishop, so of course he would always like his grandkids to come in front of the congregation and do what they do best.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're talking about back in the 90s, in the era of the Michael Jackson. Of course, everybody wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
So that brings in the most authentic desire to dance like him and stuff like that. So yeah, back then, it's always been there.
Okay. Yeah. And you talked about Michael Jackson, you talked about Two-Face.
Yes.
Are there other, like, musical inspirations that really helped maybe shape your sound?
P Square.
P Square, yeah.
Of course, P Square.
Pizza
Man, when
and
P Square
Puff.
broke into the
Oh, like, come on, y'all.
back in 06, 08,
Okay.
man. I remember I was in high school. In other words, I was in secondary school
Okay.
when I heard Temptation.
Okay.
I'm like, who are these
In
guys?
Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Okay.
For those, I'm a Imo State guy.
Okay.
Government college.
Okay.
Government college. Man, I heard that in school. I was like, who are these guys? That changed the whole trajectory of me listening to R&B and say, okay, this is a different era. This is a different zone of sound. So I didn't know what to even call it. People call it Afrobeat, but it was something else within the Africa. So yeah, P Square was part of it. Of course, Wizkid in the beginning, Holla at Your Boy. That was before I left Nigeria. Holla at Your Boy. Oof. So yeah, those are the few artists that was like, okay.
You growing up. So you talked about growing up in Nigeria.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit more. How was that for you?
Okay, so we are six in the family. 5 siblings, 3 boys, 3 girls.
Okay.
Growing up in Nigeria, it was, those who grew up in Nigeria knows how that was a journey itself, but everybody has a different story and stuff like that. So, but growing up in Nigeria, it brought a sense of calm, knowing that you were into a different world. But you know that this world was the type of world that you were supposed to belong to, since your father is a Nigerian. So growing up in Nigeria brought a sense of clarity of who we really are as Igbo people, or in other words, as Nigerians. So we're learning the culture, the way of life, and how to think like an African, how to move as an African. Everything we do as an African, it just taught us how to be proud in who we are and stuff like that. So growing up, especially in my siblings, you can see the replica, because as we grow up, it never departed from who we are. It actually defined us even more and enhanced us to who we want to be in an everyday life.
Yeah. How many years did you spend in Nigeria?
So me and my two younger siblings, we spent 11 years.
Okay.
11, and I know the older ones spent like what, 9, 10 years?
Okay.
Because they left before us. So
Okay.
we had like a extra year 2 before we decided to come back. We came back in 08. We left America in 1997.
Okay.
Came back in 08. So
Okay.
that's 11 years.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So yeah.
Wow. So you got the real authentic, especially like those are pivotal years, like when you're young and
Yes,
impressionable and just like you said, like learning like who you are, what's your culture, who are your people. You're right there in the midst of it. And then you came back to the US.
Yes.
With all that, knowledge and just that grounding of who you are.
Yes.
And carried you,
to who we are right now.
To who you are now.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
That's very cool. So, okay, let's talk about some of your let's talk about your musical journey then.
Yes.
So you've had several albums. Talk to me kind of about the process of creating each album.
So I got like two albums and 2 EPs.
Okay.
So it started off with singles, of course. Singles, listen to them back then, just the journey by yourself. Nobody's teaching you, you're learning it on yourself, by yourself. Whew, it was horrible, but it was a lesson.
Horrible.
It was, oh man, some of my music back then, oh man, my pitch used to be all over the place, and how I arranged certain things were all over the place.
Okay.
But as I record and listen to myself, and each day, of course, living with somebody who does music a lot, music is always on repeat, repeat, hours in, day in and out. So it gets irritating to people with the ears, but at the same time, they understood the assignment of what someone's trying to do. So me listening to myself on the daily, learning from it, I can see myself changing and improving and all as we go. So the first one a couple of songs started off with singles and all that, and then it started off with an EP to see where I'm at. And then the second EP came in, I was like, okay. The second EP is called Baddest. For those who want to go back and look at it. It's called Baddest. And then there comes my first album called Nervous.
Okay.
That was good. It taught me a lot. It shows me a lot, because I end up working with a lot of people.
Okay.
And people showing me the ropes on how certain things are done, if certain things, arrangements and stuff like that. So, yes.
Were you nervous?
Of course I was nervous. Of course, in anything that I do, I'm nervous, because we're very critical about how people see our music and how we sound and stuff like that, especially being an independent artist.
Okay.
So it's a grind being an independent artist, doing almost everything by yourself. It's a grind. It's harder than having a team. Okay. But as you grow, you see a lot of people who's willing to work with you and stuff like that. They became a team, and then turned into a family kind of thing.
Yeah,
so it becomes much more easier, and then they will help you, because every ear is different.
Okay.
What you hear is what somebody else may not hear, but what other person can hear is something that you may not hear, and credits and stuff like that. And yeah, it helps a lot. So this album coming out, now I'm gonna stop right there, because you haven't asked me about
it. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. How do you, I guess, protect your art, protect what you want to come out there, but also receive criticism?
I think that's something that I think every artist have to look in the mirror and willing to accept.
Okay.
You should be able to hear what people actually have to say about your music, whether being positive or negative. Never take it personal.
Okay.
And all that. So that helped me a lot because I can remember recording a certain song on an EP, which I forgot, but I do remember this occasion on a comment saying that he's trying to be like somebody else. And that brought a sense of identity. Like, okay, I need to sound like myself and stuff like that. So it started to move me in the path of who I am.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
So are you a person that responds to criticism like that, or do you kind of just take it and it's like, okay, you know, maybe I'll listen to it, maybe I don't, and then...
I do respond.
Okay.
But not directly.
Okay.
But in my next work.
Okay.
But at least I know where they're coming from and what the flaws was, because anybody who's not willing to learn is not willing to expand or to perfect it themselves. So I respond in my next album.
Yeah.
On my next project.
So next album.
Yes. So my next album is called Davoo I Am.
Okay.
So it is a category of who I really am all these years.
Okay.
Of who I am right now. And if you listen to the album and every song, it shows you a little bit of the pieces of what made me Davoo.
Okay.
Like I said before, starting the music journey, every day you gotta learn from your mistakes or critics or advice and stuff like that. Improve in your performance and the way you look at music, listen to music, make music, and arrange music with yourself or with a team. It makes you perfect yourself. So this album actually is an album that introduces you to the love type, the heartbreak, the inspirational, the would have been, could have been, and then the party type and stuff like that. So yeah, I can tell you all categories in one.
Okay. So you have a song for every vibe.
I have a song for every vibe.
You have a song for like getting ready?
Getting ready.
Okay.
Getting ready, party song, love song, heartbreak, and what could have been, inspirational and stuff like that. So yes.
I love that. So now, is all your music like Afro sounding or what?
And that's the beauty of it.
Okay.
Yes, it's Afro sounding, but at the same time, it's universal as well.
Okay.
Because there's some that's with the African culture beats in it, and then there's some that's universal and stuff like that. So I'd like to call it Afro pop.
Afro pop. Okay.
Afro pop a bit. Yeah. So yeah. So it has every category in it.
Okay. So are you someone who, when you hear Afro beats,
yes,
is that like, I don't know, offensive to you, or is it something where it's like Afro beats is I don't know?
No, I feel like it. Listening to hearing people call it Afrobeat, it gives our sound an identity.
Okay.
Because when somebody talks about, because you know back then they would say, "Have you heard that African music?" So we never had a name, but a universal name. So when you hear Afrobeat, it gives it a name. It gives us a sense of category. Like just like now, if you an artist or someone looking for music, when being a podcaster or a radio person and stuff like that, if you're looking for a certain type of music and stuff like that, there's a category for it now.
Right.
So now you can look it up like Afro beats and search the kind of Afro beats genre that you're looking for. So no, I don't get offended by that.
Okay.
I mean, it's like,
okay. Because some people are like, I'm Afro pop or Afro vibe or Afro whatever, highlight.
Yes, I had to learn that newly too.
Yeah.
I learned about it's during Burna Boy. I had to learn the word Afro fusion.
Afro fusion.
I had to learn. I'm like, okay. And then Afro pop, and that's where I realized that's the category I'm in.
Okay.
Afro pop.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard about Afro rock though.
Afro rock. I feel like that might be. I feel like, you know, Rema's Ozeba, something like that.
Okay.
Might be. I don't know if he's considered that Afro rock.
Huh?
But I feel like that might be.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think there's another name that they call it.
I know there's another name. There should be another name. I can't.
I've heard because when I hear rock, I usually think of like, you know, electric guitars and like heavy
Yes,
drums
that's why
type
I'm not
things.
sure when you say Afro
So
rock. I know it's full with guitar, but at the same time, I also learned that blues came from us Africans. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. Or country music too. I'm like,
yeah,
so
all
things we
the
learn every day.
origins. Yeah. Okay, that's very cool. So Afro pop, how important is it, for your music to infuse the African sound, African music, African Afro pop in it?
If you asked me that question a couple of years ago, I would have given you a answer that sounds like I want it to be inspirational to everybody.
Okay.
But now, even what makes me happy,
Yeah.
honestly, because when people talk about making music or doing art and anything in art, they do it for clarity for anybody else too. For let's say attention.
Okay.
But now I don't really care.
Okay.
And I think that's a key that was unlocked for me. Now that I make music for myself,
Yeah.
I love the music even more.
Yeah.
So
And I think that'll show too.
yes.
And that can definitely resonate. You can find your people
Exactly.
that also, really want to partake in that music.
Exactly.
And I'm sure that there are
people who feel the same way you feel, thought the same way you thought, and all that. So yeah.
So you put out a lot of singles. You
Yes.
have albums. You have EPs.
Yes.
So what do you prefer the most?
Albums.
Albums. Okay.
I'm a much of an album listener, honestly. If there's an artist who put out an album, whether it be singing, rapping, I'll definitely listen to it.
Okay.
And I'm the kind of person that once I start something, I got to finish it.
Yeah.
Whether I don't like it or not, I got to finish it. Just to, I don't know. It never sits right with me to listen to something, keep it to the side. I want to listen to it from the beginning to the end and say, okay, whether I like this or not, but at least I like certain tracks on the song.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I like to do that too, because a lot of times they put it in order for a certain reason. So
Yes.
sometimes it's a story that they're telling. And there's I think some artists are maybe more deliberate on that. Maybe it's like a different project or whatever, but it's very deliberate the order that they put it in.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to hear how you put it together, and then if there's certain songs I want to have on repeat, I'll just go back to those. But yeah, at least just one time through.
What was it? We are today. I think on last week, I listened to Justin Bieber's album by order, not by order, by year when his album came out. So I listened to his first album.
I was say, how many albums is that?
Oh man, it was a lot. But I didn't listen. No, I didn't listen to all of his album, but at least I listened to at least 3 or 4 albums of his.
Okay.
I started with his first album, then went to his second album, and there was a third album that was missing. I didn't know there was a mixture. I was trying to figure out. It's the fact of me stopping what I was doing to figure out what album to listen to next. I didn't want to skip too over. So that's how much of an album listener I am. I want to make sure I listen to it accordingly because watching him grow, his vocal cords change and stuff like that. So that's what I meant, like album. Like I can listen to P Square.
Yeah.
Their first album.
Oh my gosh.
Well, most people think that what was this first album? Their first album was I won't say Temptation.
Okay.
What was this first album? There was another album before that. There was an album before that, but then Get Squared was their first album. There we go.
Okay.
Get Squared was their. It's not their first album. Sorry. It's not their first album. There was one before that. It had a song called Señorita, and I think that song is the one that thrived them into who they are right now. Señorita.
Look that up.
Señorita, mamacita. Well, it's a good visual.
Yeah.
It has some good storyline, especially dancing. Oh man, that took them overboard. And then they get squared, and then Game Over, and then all that. So yes, I'm much of an album listener. Yes.
What's another artist that maybe isn't as well known that you think people should listen to?
In what genre?
Afro.
Style Plus.
Style Plus.
Style Plus.
Style Plus. Oh, okay.
If you have not heard Style Plus, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, maybe there's a song that I've heard. I just don't know that's him.
Which one?
I don't know. I'll have to listen.
Olufumi. You
Okay.
gotta listen to it.
Okay.
Because before there was Whiskey, there was Style Plus.
Okay.
And then, if you have to think about it, back then it was in the era of Two-Face, Style Plus,
Yeah.
and D'banj.
Yeah.
Tell me you know D'banj.
I know Davoo.
Okay.
Now.
If not,
I know Davoo.
oh man, those were the eras of that.
Okay.
Oh man, you gotta listen. You
Okay.
definitely gotta listen to Style Plus. It's one of, and for me as a music, as an artist, Style Plus is the group that made me realize that I can sing in pure English. Because I always had a difficult time trying to fit into the Afrobeat genre. You had to speak Pidgin or speak Igbo or Yoruba, but P Square made it okay for you to say, okay, if you want to sing a song, sing it the way you want it to sing, and still people will still sing it,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then P Square certified it for me.
Okay. Okay.
So P Square
Okay.
definitely certified it for me because they, of course, they had a lot of songs that you can understand in English
sure.
and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. And then, given like the current state of just like Afrobeats, Afro music right now, I don't know. It's this interesting twist and turn that's
A lot.
happening right now. That it's just like it's not that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of like, especially like the big names, like the
Yeah.
albums. Like maybe there's a few like songs or whatnot, but like the album itself, I don't know. It's not making as much of an impact.
Yeah.
I don't even know if impact is the right word, but it's I don't know, not as much of a statement.
I feel like, for example, Burna Boy, when he had the African Giant album and Twice as Tall album, he was being himself.
Yeah.
But as soon as he got signed to Universal Records and stuff like that,
Okay.
not trying to name drop
Yeah.
and stuff like that, there are certain singles
Right.
that made it out from the album, that made the album a more attentive to people. But they, people are very selective with certain tracks they want to listen to.
sure.
So as right now, yeah, Afrobeat is not making the wave that it once did, but at the same time, it's still making a statement that we're still here.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Rema. Kiss Daniels.
Kiss Daniel.
I feel like Kiss Daniels doesn't get the credit enough. We Booga and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Oh my gosh.
imagine how much
Yeah.
that song blew up. How much? What? 2 years ago, and he didn't get a Universal reward for that.
Okay.
Award
Like
for
an
that.
award, yeah.
I'm like,
That song was huge.
that
Still
song
is.
was huge,
That
still
that's
is,
still
and
the
stuff
thing
like that.
gets people to the dance floor.
Exactly. Once they hear that song, and there was another song that's just right there with Kiss Daniel. I forgot that song. They sound like twins.
Okay.
To me, it's Booga, and there's something like that. But
Okay. Another artist, a couple. I have a couple artists that I'm just like I wish they get more accolades. Adekunle Gold,
yes, I listened to his
He's
album too.
amazing.
Yes, Fuji.
Fuji, and even the one before, like Tequila and
I don't know tequila.
something, huh?
I don't know tequila.
It came out. I think it was like 2023.
By what artist?
That was Adekunle Gold.
Oh.
That was a very good album.
Tequila. Okay.
It's like something in Tequila. I can't think of what that first one
Okay.
is.
Okay.
And then Benson. You know
Benson. Yes.
I really like Benson. I like his sound. I like his
Yeah.
vibe. I think he's coming up with something soon. But like those artists, that's just like I appreciate people still making music because I think you still need to put stuff out there.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
sometimes, like you said, like it's not for other people. It's something in you that has to come out.
Yes.
And so if it's just for you and your friends, cool.
Because you'd be surprised how many people go to the same, going through the same thing that you're going through, thinking the same way you thinking. You'd be surprised. Honestly, that's why most of the songs that we listen to, that's more popular is actually relatable. Let's say,
Right.
and the most relatable genre of songs are heartbreak songs because everybody
Yeah.
go through that. That's one is
Yeah.
undeniable.
Yeah.
Unless you're not a human being. So, man, but yeah, Ruga.
Ruger, yeah.
Ruger, he's still coming up, but Ruger, yeah, give him some accolade on that one too. Yeah,
There's a lot, and even some like the francophone, like Tyke. I don't know if I say this man's name right. I mess it up every time. Do you know who that is?
Nope. How you spell his name?
It's like Tayc.
Oh, Tyke.
That exactly.
I understand French a little bit, but I've watched his concert.
Yeah.
I've watched his I Love You, Dodo. I even still got him on my watch later, even though I've watched it so many times. So I still watch it. I love his vocal, the way he does his music. Man, I love it.
That performance aspect.
I don't know. Why did I not know that was the person you were talking about?
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of him.
I wasn't saying it right.
I'm a big fan of his too. Yes,
right.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. How important is it for you to add in, cultural language? You speak Igbo.
Yes, I speak Igbo.
But do you feel like you have to have Igbo in every song or every?
Honestly, now, if you asked me that question before, I would say yes, I have to. But now, no, I don't.
Okay.
Because I've come to realize most of the songs that I have done, that I've put on repeat, my songs.
Yeah.
It's just songs that I've decided to say, okay, I'm just going to be me, and I'll put what I can into this, and that's the most music that have come out so much. So speaking of this album that's coming out, I started this album back in 2024.
Okay.
And I started with my producer. Thank you for me. I want to give a big shout out to my producer, Jerry Wine.
Okay.
Big shout out to Jerry Wine from Lagos State, Nigeria.
Okay.
He is one of the baddest talented man. I can't wait for him to blow up. I can't wait for him to blow up, man. He is one talented dude. I said to myself, I'm not going to start this album until I reach Nigeria. Okay. And I had to fly him down to where I was, book him and all that. I had him stay with me for a couple of days, and we started off the album with 3 songs.
Wow.
And since then, it took us over a year, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
To get this, and now this album is done. And I took my time. I definitely took my time.
Okay.
With this album, and that's why I'm so proud and so confident in this album, because I took my time, and I smile every time I listen to my album. Honestly, I put my album on repeat.
Excited to hear that.
Honestly,
right.
I put my album
you can
on
get
repeat.
your own self happy. Put on repeat.
Telling you, I put myself.
That's really good.
Yes. So I made myself a promise. I'm going to dedicate a lot of attention to this album.
Yeah.
So it might take a while for new songs to come out, because I want this album to have its time.
Yeah.
To run its course.
Yeah.
So yes.
So how did you find out about this producer in Nigeria?
Through another artist in Nigeria, because I had a song that I wanted to make for my wife.
Okay.
For our wedding day, and then I recorded the song here and emailed it to him. The work he did on that song, he made sure that every background vocals and stuff like that sounds the way I really wanted it to sound.
Yeah.
Since then, I never looked back.
Okay.
I cut off the middleman and went straight to him. And we've been working ever since.
Yeah.
And this was back in 2022.
Is this the one that you performed at your wedding?
You Are My World.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool. And yeah, that's cool to see that you maintain that relationship.
Yes.
And you're creating the album that, like you say, that you love, that you have people involved, that really,
a team, a family,
a
team that became
really
a family.
Yes. How you want it to
exactly.
sound. Okay. So when is this new project dropping?
All right. So the new project, Davoo I Am.
Okay.
It's coming out June 12th.
Okay.
And it's already set for pre-order.
Okay.
For May 4th.
Okay.
So please go order it. Davoo I Am. So yes, you can listen to the snips and all of it. By the time it comes out, it should be ready for you to go pre-order.
Okay. So pre-order. So what? Spotify, Apple.
Yes,
Music?
in all streaming platforms.
Okay.
Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay or something. I just learned about that one newly.
I don't know that one.
Yeah. Pandora and all that, and all
Okay.
streaming platforms.
Pandora's
Anybody?
still a thing? I didn't know Pandora
Pandora is
was
still a thing.
Okay.
Pandora is still a thing. So
Wow.
any streaming platform,
Okay.
I make sure the distribution is there. So yes.
That's awesome. Okay, so you heard it here. Make sure you follow his page, and you can find anywhere I guess that you get your music, even Boom Slang.
Boom Slang. I think.
You can find it there as well. So that's a new one to me. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Okay.
I was like, Boom Slang. I have to even look up my music there. It's there.
It's there.
It is there.
It's there.
It's there.
So no excuse on how to actually find his music. So yeah. Any last words? Any final things that you want to say to the people of the podcast?
Yes. For those who are watching this show and those who have seen my journey, please, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who has supported me from nobody to now. Thank you. Go listen, stream my album, order it. Even if you're a newcomer, you're also welcome. Thank you. And like and subscribe to our page.
Y'all, I hope you stream it June
12th. Please.
June
And
12th.
pre-order.
Pre-order
May 4th.
May 4th. So you have plenty of time
Yes.
to even get some of the samples, and then
Yes, I got
be
so
ready
many
for it.
good artists on the album too.
Okay.
I
Any
got.
that you can share.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I can put that out. There's
Okay.
a young lady named Noella
Okay.
that she's on one of the
Oh.
tracks. Yes,
Ah.
she got a beautiful voice and she's on there. And then I
Okay.
got another artist named Fanucci back in
Okay.
Nigeria.
Wow.
He was streaming for a while and he's still streaming, but
Okay.
I got some couple of more artists too as well.
Okay.
So yes,
Listen.
so I'm telling you, I took my time on this one.
Listen, I
So
love
yes.
it. Bringing people together. I'm
Yes.
excited for this.
Thank-
All the things. Well,
Clock
thank
it.
you. Wait, clock it. Thank you for coming on.
Thank
and
you
just
for having
sharing,
me.
Yeah, a bit about your journey. I didn't know a lot of that stuff, even from years of knowing you. So it's really good to hear.
Thank you,
just
thank you, thank you.
Tell your process and your story. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, like Davoo said, like I said in the beginning as well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you feel free to reach out to Davoo. And we're looking forward to connecting. All right, I'll see you soon.